right to left. And the scoreboard says UConn welcomes Harold Presley of St. Bernard's High School, and the crowd giving him a warm welcome. They're hoping Presley comes to UConn next year. He's, of course, the prep star from St. Bernard's High School here in Connecticut. There's the tap. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Connecticut, and quickly Syracuse gets control of the ball early in the game. Taking out will be Ron Payton. Payton gets it into Gene Waldron, and quickly the Huskies match up man to man. Gene Waldron being guarded very tightly by Carl Hobbs. Crosses back, a backcourt violation. Right away, Carl Hobbs playing some good defense, and the Huskies get the ball on the first turnover of the game, and Jim Boeheim not too happy with the referee already on his case. 19:54 to go here in the first half. Harold Darak along with Jeff Dobek. Carl Hobbs controlling the play for the Huskies. Pass to Mike McKay, right side to Corny Thompson. Thompson hands it back to Hobbs, right corner to Norman Bailey. Pass goes out and around, left side to Thompson. Thompson looking down low, no one open, corner to Bailey. Bailey along the left baseline, gives it over to Hobbs, open from 20, shoots and scores! Carl Hobbs from the outside makes it 2-0 Connecticut. And Syracuse controlling the basketball. Eric Sandifer bounce pass to the right side to Gene Waldron. Gets it into the corner to Tony Red Bruin. Out to Hawkins around the three-point mark. Over to Waldron, who drives, hands it over to Hawkins. Knocked away by Thompson. And controlled out of bounds. Last touch by Waldron. Connecticut's ball.
Good hustle by Corny Thompson there, knocking it off of Waldron, and Connecticut gets the ball back. They were down 6-0 to St. John's on Wednesday before they got their first point about 3 minutes into the game, and already they've gotten their first two. We've played less than a minute.
Mike McKay, right side over to Corny Thompson, in the corner to Norman Bailey. Bailey at the three-point mark, gives it over to Hobbs at the 28-foot mark. Out to McKay, top of the circle, jumper, and it's off, no good. Rebound Hawkins. Hawkins quickly outlets it over to Gene Waldron. Waldron trying to run on Connecticut. He's around half court. Carl Hobbs quickly picking it up. Pass the left side to Eric Sandifer. Sandifer top of the circle to Payton. Payton down low to Waldron. Knocked away by Hobbs and control by the Connecticut Huskies. Hobbs streaking down the court. A 4-on-3 fast break. He loses control of the ball. It's on the ground. Picked up by Syracuse. And almost stole by Bailey. Now stole by Bailey. 4-0. And Bailey slams it. Waldron controlled the ball, but lost it. And a turnover. He is down and he is hurt. Bailey came up with the ball and slammed it home. The Huskies lead 4-0, but Gene Waldron, I believe, is holding his knee.
Norman Bailey leads Connecticut with 47 steals, and that one there, number 47 for him. And he went in for the slam, and Connecticut, as we mentioned, has that 4-0 lead.
Hobbs made a nice play down low. It's the second time they stripped Andre Hawkins of the ball. He came all the way down court a bit out of control, and he lost it to Waldron, who's now walking off with a little help from his teammates. He'll probably be back in a little bit later on in the game. But as he lost control of the ball, as we said, Waldron came up with it, stole it, trying to get it away to another teammate. It was restolen by Norman Bailey, and Bailey came up and stuffed it, and Connecticut leads 4-0.
Freshman Sonny Spira, 6'5", from Endwell, New York, is into the lineup, replacing Waldron.
And Spira played high school ball with teammate Sean Cairns. An excellent floor general, a good passer, and a good ball handler. He is a team player. This is Eric Sandifer, top of the circle, right side over to Bruin. Long jumper, and he hits. Tony Bruin over Norman Bailey from 15. It's Connecticut 4, Syracuse 2, 18-16. Remaining here in the first half. And Connecticut on the offense. This is Carl Hobbs. Hobbs bounced past Norman Bailey, left side over to Corny Thompson. Thompson looking down low for Alex Innis, but he's being boxed out nicely by Hawkins. Now here's Bailey lobbing it in Alex Innis. He puts it off the backboard for two. As Chuck made a move around Hawkins, as Bailey got him a nice pass, and it's now 6-2 Connecticut, and Sonny Spira controlling the ball. Spira stops his dribble, left side over to Eric Sandifer. Now Bruin coming around. He gets the ball, driving down the lane, jumping from 10. He's whistling the play. No, basket does not fall. And we're going to have the first foul of the game on number 30, Norman Bailey. So the referee is doing a pretty good job of controlling this game so far, even though it's the first foul called. They've kept it under control, and they're not slowing the game up too much. 17:47, Bruin on the line for two. And he hits the first. On the season, Bruin shooting 71%, also 71% in Big East competition. 29 for 41 and 58 for 82, and he hits the second shot. Connecticut 6, Syracuse 4. 15,425, the fifth sellout crowd here at the Hartford Civic Center in 5 games this year. Corny Thompson, right corner to Mike McKay. McKay looking down low, back on top to Carl Hobbs, right side of the circle. Top of the key to Norman Bailey. Bailey holding the ball high above his head. Can't seem to get rid of it. Now Thompson open from 20. He shoots and scores! Corny Thompson picking up his first 2 points in the afternoon. Connecticut 8, Syracuse 4. This is Tony Bruin from the baseline. Jumper, no good. Air ball. Rebound by Sandifer. Down low to Hawkins. His shot is up and good. Good teamwork by Syracuse. as it was an air ball rebound by Sanford, quickly slipped it into Hawkins. Hawkins picking up his first 2 points of the game. And 8-6, Connecticut on top by 2. Carl Hobbs, right side of the circle, top of the key, about 28 feet out is Chuck Alexinis. Left side to Bailey. Bailey drives, stops the foul line. Now left side to Thompson. Thompson driving down the lane, throws up a jumper. He hits and he scores his 4th point of the afternoon. Connecticut 10, Syracuse 6, and not many shots have been missed so far this afternoon. Sonny Sparrow, bounce pass left side to Sandifer. Sandifer passes down low to Bruin. Bruin around a couple Huskies, takes a shot and is fouled in the process. Second foul quickly being picked up by Norman Bailey. Crowd not liking that too much. Connecticut dropped from 1st to 4th in the Big East standings. Georgetown atop with an 8-3 record. Villanova 7-3. Connecticut and St. John's tied at 6-3, but St. John's has beaten Connecticut twice in competition. Syracuse 5-4. Bruin on the line again, and he hits the first one. This is a very big game for Connecticut and Syracuse. If Syracuse wins, they'll be tied with Connecticut. Matter of fact, they'll be ahead of Connecticut. Connecticut will drop to 5th. Second shot is up and good, 10-8. So 4 for 4 is Bruin from the free throw line. 6 points on the afternoon. It's 10-8. Huskies up by 2 points. Man-to-man defense employed by those Orangemen. Carl Hobbs hands it over to Norman Bailey. Bailey left side to Mike McKay as Huskies playing around the perimeter. A loud pass and it goes for Chuck Alexinis, but it bounced off the rim. And Syracuse will come back the other way. Sonny Sparrow, 3-on-3 break, takes a jumper and he hits from the foul line. Sparrow, his first 2 points of the afternoon. The game is tied at 10 apiece. 16:08 remaining here in the first half. Nice try by McKay, but it hit the rim, so the Huskies lose a chance for 2. Now there's another robber down low, knocked away by Hawkins, controlled by Syracuse. Second McKay turnover in a row. And Sonny Sparrow's leading the offense. Bounce pass down low to Bruin. He can't handle it. It goes out of bounds, and Connecticut will get it right back.
Nothing like forcing it in there, trying to hit Chuck Alexinis 2 times in a row. McKay tried it first time, it was off the rim, and second time deflected away. I wonder if he's going to try it again. He might as well try stop and maybe working into Thompson.
Chuck Alexinis, top of the key, right side to Carl Hobbs. Hobbs looking down low, looking to pass up high, gets it to McKay, who's breaking around the lane, throws up a shot in traffic, but it's blocked, and the rebound comes down to the hands of Norman Bailey. Bailey back out to Hobbs, and they're going to slow things up considerably. And Hobbs still controlling the ball. Hobbs lobber down low to McKay. Alley-oop, he scores, and he's fouled on the play. Oh, a pretty play from Hobbs to McKay, and he put it off the backboard. He was quite a distance still away from the basket, and he put it up and in. Connecticut 12-10, and a foul being called on Andre Hawkins.
That's the first team foul on Syracuse as Hawkins got positioned a little bit too late, and he was called on a blocking foul. McKay crashed into him very roughly, and both went tumbling to the ground, but the foul does go to the freshman Hawkins.
Including today's games, there's been 22 games played for the Huskies. 15 have been sellouts. McKay misses the free throw. Rebound comes down out of bounds. Last touch by Alexinis. And the Huskies lose the ball to Syracuse. 196,389 fans in 22 games, an average of 8,927. Bleachers in the game for Bailey, who has 2 fouls. And Syracuse has the ball. This is Payton passing on the right side to Tony Bruin. Bruin holding the ball high above his head, driving on Blucher, goes into the lane, goes into Blucher, a foul on the play called on Larry. A good, smart move by Bruin, taking the freshman to the hole and making him commit himself. So Bruin will go to the line again for the foul line, and he's been 4 for 4 so far this afternoon.
And with 6 points overall, the early leading scorer here in this afternoon's game, and he'll go on to the line again.
This season, the Big East teams playing at home won 23, and the visitors won 15. All told, it's 73-42 in favor of the home team. So the Connecticut Huskies should win this one. Bruin hits the first one. He is now 5 for 5 today, shooting 71%. Hits the second one, and the game is tied at 12 apiece. And Bruin has 8 points already. Last game he had 10, and he was shooting pretty poorly all over the place, and he was in a slump, but now he is playing very well. Taking over the slack left by Leo Rounds, who is now out with an injury. Carl Hobbs looking down low for Thompson, who was open for a minute, couldn't get to him. Over to Alexinis, the foul line. He tries to drive, a whistle, and a foul called offensively on Chuck for elbowing. Crowd not liking that too much, but nonetheless, the Huskies pick up their 3rd team foul, make that the 4th team foul, and the first one for Chuck Alexinis. 14 fouls for Connecticut, 1 for the Syracuse Orangemen, and Syracuse has the ball. The game tied at 12 apiece. Sonny Sparrow crosses half court. We have yet to hear from Gene Waldron, who's went out with an injury. He is sitting next to Jim Boeheim, maybe getting set to check in pretty soon. Here's Tony Bruin from 15. Now he passes back over to Sonny Spera, who's at the right side of the circle. He's being guarded by McKay. The Huskies fall to a 2-3 zone. This is Bruin out top to Spera. Spera cross-court pass over to Eric Sandifer, left side. Sandifer lobs it across to Ron Payton on the right side. Payton starts to drive over to Spera, fakes up once, bounce pass knocked out of the bounds off the hands of Carl Hobbs. Hobbs is arguing, saying he did not touch it, but the ball will go towards the Syracuse way. And the crowd on the left side of the Civic Center not totally believing that, so maybe they saw something we didn't. Goes in the corner, Sandifer, long jumper, it's off the rim, no good, rebound, Blucher. Blucher quickly gets it to McKay. McKay lets it over for Hobbs, and Hobbs brings it down to 3-on-4 break. But pass goes over, intended for Thompson, knocked away by Blucher and controlled by Hawkins. So Huskies make a poor turnover. Here's a long baseball pass to Payton. Payton gets it out to Spera. Spera top of the key to Sandifer. And Sandifer slowing things up for the Orangemen. Sandifer right side to Payton. Open from 20. Takes the left-handed shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Hawkins. Hawkins over Thompson. His shot's no good. Rebound down low, but a foul on the play by Blucher. And the Huskies just cannot get into the boards at all, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
And Don Perno wants to talk it over, so there's a timeout on the court. With 13:56 to go here in the first half, our score is Connecticut 12, Syracuse 12. We'll be back right after this. Eric Sandifer scored 29 points in the first Connecticut-Syracuse game, and right there he took his first shot. It was a miss. And on the ensuing rebound, Larry Blucher picks up his second foul, as Blucher and Bailey have been each guarding Tony Red Bruin, and they both have 2 fouls already, and Bruin has 8 points already as well. We've played just a little over 6 minutes here at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and our score is tied at 12.
So Connecticut out of their huddle. Now Syracuse coming out of the huddle. And we are looking. Gene Waldron still not checking back into the game yet. But he's right by the coach. He is not being attended to at all. So we're going to assume that he's pretty much okay. That was a foul on possession. No one in the act of shooting. So Syracuse will inbound the ball right underneath their own basket. This is Ron Payton taking it out. Payton looking, quickly getting it into Tony Red Bruin. Bruin out top to Sonny Sparrow. Left side to Sandifer. Huskies in a 2-3 zone. It's Hobbs and McKay out top. Blucher, Alex Innes, and Thompson down low. A long jump by Spera. No good. Rebound off the shoulder of Chuck Alex Innes, controlled by Syracuse. Spera, top of the circle. Bounce pass left side to Payton. Huskies not getting another rebound. It's got to be killing them. Payton down low to a wide open Sandifer. He misses the shot. Rebound taken down by Blucher and controlled by the Huskies. This is Carl Hobbs pushing it up court, left side to McKay. And he has his shot blocked nicely. But a foul is going to be called on Ron Payton, who thought he blocked it nicely, but no go, as the referee saw something.
Ron Payton obviously got him with the body there, and he did not like the call anyways. First foul on Payton, team foul number 2 for the Orangemen. Bruce Kaczynski replaces Chuck Alex Innes. Chuck actually blocked the shot down here on the defensive end that Blucher grabbed off the floor and started the fast break to Hobbs. Larry Blucher's had a couple of nice passes to get Hobbs on the fast break. And McKay is at the line for 2 free throws.
Sean Cairns into the game. He played very well versus the Huskies in limited action. 10 points and 6 rebounds. McKay hits his first. Cairns is the 6th man off the bench. He's an incredible ball player. He gained 20 pounds in the offseason, and he's been playing a lot of forward and a lot of center. McKay hits the second one. Connecticut 14, Syracuse 12, and McKay has 4 points. Sonny Sparrow crosses the half-court line. Huskies still in that 2-3 zone. Kaczynski's probably going to be playing a lot more than you expect today versus the quick Syracuse team. Pass left side in the corner to Sandifer. Sandifer cross-court to Sparrow on the right side. Sparrow looking down low, trying to get into Cairns at the high post. Can't do so. This is Payton. Right side to Sparrow again. Long jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound. Fall for down low. It's on the ground. Picked up by Blucher. And again, the Huskies are running on the left side. This is Carl Hobbs going towards the middle, trying to slow things up. Now he pulls it out. And he's right around half court as Syracuse matches up back man to man. Syracuse likes to go man to man. Here's Hobbs stopping the foul line. Pass right side to Thompson. Jump from 20 off the front of the rim. Rebound down low. Bounced around. Picked up by Blucher. And Connecticut keeps control of the ball. Blucher to Mike McKay. Top of the key to Carl Hobbs. And they're going to call and set up a play. Hobbs dribbling towards the right side, telling Thompson to get out of the way. Now he's going to go to the left side, and they're going to have some sort of motion. Thompson crossing over across the middle. Pass to Kaczynski, top of the key, back to Hobbs. Hobbs looking down low for Blucher, looking out top, gets it to Thompson at the foul line. Jumper off the rim, and now it does not fall. Rebound battle for, and Cairns comes up with it. Looked like it was going to go in, but it didn't. And here comes Syracuse the other way. Bruin 1-on-2. He lays it up and in between Thompson and Hobbs. 10 points for Tony Red Bruin, and the game is tied at 14 apiece. So Syracuse has 14 points, 10 of them coming by Bruin. And they're tied in this game with 12:03 to go at 14 apiece. Kaczynski, left side to Mike McKay. McKay goes to the left side, turn the baseline over. Bruin takes a shot, misses, rebound. Thompson, he misses the layup, and it's fall for underneath. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Syracuse, and Connecticut will get him, but Thompson is not too happy with himself. He thought he should have put in that easy layup.
His last shot from the foul line went in and out and off the backboard and in and out. This layup, he just hit it a little bit too hard off the backboard.
And now checking into the game is Gene Waldron for Sonny Spera. Connecticut controlling the ball. And Carl Hobbs has it. Hobbs is around the 28-foot mark on the far sideline, calling up some plays. And Mike McKay has it top of the circle. McKay right side over to Hobbs. Hobbs now slowing things up. Syracuse falls into 2-3. Blucher from the three-point mark had the notion to shoot. Back out to Hobbs, top of the key to McKay. His jumper is off the rim. No good. Rebound tapped around, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies, and Syracuse will get it right back.
Both teams have been fighting hard on the backboards, and most of the rebounds have been pretty much split down the middle.
Substitution, Norman Bailey in, Carl Hobbs out. 11:27 to go. And I believe at halftime it's going to be both the women's field hockey team and the Connecticut soccer team being honored out in half court as we see both teams sitting along the floor enjoying the basketball game. Of course, both teams finishing number 1 in the country. Syracuse ball, Tony Bruin, right side, 15 feet, charts to drive, pounce pass over to Sanford. Sanford over Thompson. His jumper is off, no good. Rebound, fall for him. Blucher pulls it down in a crowd. Blucher getting 3 rebounds today, playing a fine game. And Kaczynski hands it over to Vern Giscombe, who just checked into the game. Giscombe came in when McKay and Hobbs went out. And Giscombe taking over the ball handling duties. Giscombe driving towards the middle, stops, passes over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski loses the handle, now regains control. He's being guarded by Cairns, and he takes a quick pass out to Larry Blucher on the left side. Blucher top of the key to Giscombe, and now Giscombe will slow things up. Man-to-man defense tied up at 14, 10:37 to go. Thompson left side of the circle, jumper, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Blucher, again he takes a shot, and he's fouled on the play. Larry Blucher playing a great game so far, and the crowd is psyched up behind him as he just pulled down, I believe, his 4th rebound. This one an offensive one, and Larry, who's not too good from the foul line, will have a chance to show what he has. 3 for 10 on the season, 1 for 4 in Big East action. So if he could just settle down and connect on 1 or 2, he'll be all set. Huskies shooting 68% as a team from the line. And Larry misses the first one, threw up a brick. Sizes up the second one. Shoots, and he hits. 1 for 2, and the Huskies are on top, 15-14. Thompson takes a breather on the bench as Chuck Alexidis comes in. Thompson does not take much of a breather at all, especially in Big East games. Played all 45 minutes versus St. John's. Sean Cairns controlling the ball. Huskies in a 2-3. Top of the key to Jeannie Waldron. Right side of Cairns. Jumper from 15, and he hits. Sean Cairns has a remarkably nice touch for a big man from the outside. He hits his first 2 points, and Syracuse regains the lead 16-15 as the Huskies inbound the ball to a full-court press. Here's Vern Giscombe breaking easily. 2-on-1 to Kaczynski. He lays it up, almost put it in as he went all the way around a 360 layup. And it just went off the rim. The crowd would have went crazy as Kaczynski did not even see what he was shooting.
Connecticut broke the press very easily. Blucher got it into Alexidis, who quickly dished it off to Giscombe in full speed up the sideline. And the Huskies had a 3-on-1, and Kaczynski had to get it past us a little bit behind him. And as he turned around, he did, as you mentioned, a 360 and almost put it up and in.
Kaczynski on the line, shooting 56% from the free throw stripe, and he misses the first one. So the Huskies having some problems from the free throw line.
3 of 6 so far.
And Syracuse, on the other hand, is 6 of 6. And they have a 1-point lead. Kaczynski hits the second one. 16-16. Syracuse controlling the ball. Exactly 10 minutes to go here in half number 1. Harold Darak along with Jeff Dobek from the Hartford Civic Center. Our technical director, Dave Boussier, helping us out today. Tony Red Bruin, top of the key to Waldron, left side to Sandifer. Sandifer being guarded by Kaczynski. Cross-court pass to Bruin, down low to Payton. Knocked out of bounds by Chuck Alexidis. Good play by Chuck. He was alert down low. And Syracuse will inbound it underneath their own basket. Payton into Bruin, top to Waldron, left side to Sandifer. As it goes all the way around the perimeter. It now goes down low to Payton from Bruin, and he puts it up and in midst of plenty of Huskies. 18-16, 2 points for Payton. And Connecticut has the ball. Very slow-moving game, but the Huskies not doing much here, not hitting many of their outside shots. And they're having some problems scoring. Kaczynski bounce pass down low to Blucher. He gets it out to Bailey from 15, and Bailey misses. Rebound down low by Alex Sinis, but a whistle, a foul, and it's going to go against Chuck for elbowing. He can't believe that one.
That's the second foul on Alex Sinis on the offensive side, elbowing his man away, as this time went for the rebound. Corny Thompson checks back into the Husky lineup. He had a rest of about a minute and a half, and he replaces Larry Blucher. Well, maybe not. It's going to be Chuck Alex Sinis. Blucher stays in, and that's why the crowd is cheering. Larry's had a fine game so far, the freshman from Yonkers, New York.
Syracuse 18, Connecticut 16. Clock running down, 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go. And Syracuse having a chance to up their lead by 4. Jeannie Waldron, top of the circle, left side to Sandifer, cross-court pass to Bruin, back to Waldron. Left side to Sandifer again, he fakes up, fakes to drive, gets it back to Waldron, back to Bruin. They're passing around now. Cairns in the corner, long jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Thompson, controlled by Sandifer. He gets it into Cairns again. His shot is good this time. Cairns banks it from short range on the left side. 4 points for Cairns. And it's now 20-16. Syracuse on top by 4. Full court press by the Orangemen. Thompson. It's caught down. Oh, a long pass. It was intended for Kaczynski, but he thought it was for someone behind him, and he let it go right over his head, so it's going to be a turnover on Thompson.
Harold, Corny Thompson, I've noticed in the past couple of games, you know how he jumps up for the rebounds and tries to control it with the tipping. And here he's trying that, and they're just deflecting it away. They know it doesn't seem he's jumping as high as he can be.
Tony Red Bruin has the ball for Syracuse. Top of the key to Waldron, left side to Sandifer. They're passing around the perimeter, trying to get it down low. Here's Bruin. Drives towards the baseline. Jumper from 15. Off the rim. Rebound, Corny. Thompson outlets it quickly to Giscombe. 3-on-2 break. Giscombe towards the middle. Stops the foul line. Long jumper, no good. Rebound tapped around. Controlled by Gene Waldron. Waldron has it tipped away by Giscombe, but he tips it right to Sandifer, who lays it up and in. 2 points for Eric Sandifer. He scored 29 the first meeting between these two clubs. But there's 8 minutes to go. Syracuse has a 6-point lead, and Connecticut has the ball. It's 22-16. Vern Giscombe has it on the left side. Syracuse playing man-to-man and playing it very effectively. Giscombe looking down low. Bailey's open, but he won't give it to him. Gets it on, instead to Thompson at the top of the circle. Thompson left side to Giscombe. Giscombe drives down the lane, picks up his dribble, looking down low, gets it over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski down low to Thompson. Thompson gets a hand on it, but can't control it. And Bruin steals it, and they come back the other way. This is Waldron, right side to Payton. Payton goes in traffic, takes a shot, and scores! Ronnie Payton hits for 2. It's 24-16, and Don Perno wants to talk things over. 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the first half. A lot of this crowd is booing the Huskies to score. Syracuse 24, Connecticut 16. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. Connecticut not playing very well so far here in the first half. They had a little bit of momentum going in the beginning, but they're just not getting their act together. Here's Hobbs in a 4-on-1 breakdown with Alex Sinis. He puts it up, and he's fouled. Carl Hobbs took control on that play. He got the ball on the other end of the court, dribbled between 2 or 3 Syracuse players, made it a 4-on-1 break, pass down low to Chuck Alex Sinis, and he put it up and in and was fouled. Cairns gets called for his 3rd foul, and he hasn't been in the game for more than a few minutes, maybe 5 or 6 at the most. And Hawkins re-enters the game as Cairns takes a seat on the bench. 15 foul for Syracuse. Chuck's on the line, and he hits. Chuck missed a foul shot that would have won it in regulation versus Syracuse, versus St. John's. 5 points for Chuck Alex Sinis. 24-19, Syracuse with the ball and with the lead. Bruin, top of the key to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Bruin on the right side. Bruin is being guarded by Norman Bailey, who has 2 fouls on him. Bruin goes towards the baseline, takes a jumper from 10. He puts it off the rim. No good. Rebound, Mike McKay, as it was tipped back from a Syracuse ball player. And the Huskies have the ball. This is Carl Hobbs going between his legs, right around the half-court line. Still man-to-man defense for Syracuse. Hobbs going to the right side, handing it over to Bailey. Bailey stopping his dribble, getting it back to Hobbs. 6:47 to go in the first half, 24-19. Syracuse with the ball, or with the lead. This is Corny Thompson from Robert Bailey. Takes a shot, no good. Rebound knocked away by Connecticut. But there's going to be a foul on the play, and it's going to go against Carl Hobbs, I believe. And that is on Hobbs. That's his first, the team's 7th. They're over the limit, so Syracuse will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Eric Sandifer will be on the free throw line. Sandifer was 5 for 6 in the first game from the line. On the season, he is shooting 74%. and 80% in Big East action. And Eric hits the first, so he will get the bonus. 25-19. Huskies had a chance to come to within 3 points, but they missed that opportunity, and Syracuse is taking it right back. He hits the second one, and it's now a 7-point lead. So a 4-point play, really, for Syracuse. 4 points for Eric Sandifer, and the score is 26-19. Connecticut has the ball. It's Carl Hobbs dribbling the ball around. He gives it over to Mike McKay, top of the key to Norman Bailey. Left side to Hobbs, and Hobbs going one-on-one with Waldron, loses control of the dribble, and a foul called on Hobbs for knocking into Waldron on the offensive. So Hobbs quickly picking up his second foul, and Connecticut losing the ball on the turnover. 6:23 to go. Syracuse 26, Connecticut 19. And full court man-to-man pressure by the Huskies as Syracuse inbounds the ball. Jeannie Waldron going at it with Carl Hobbs coming down the right sideline. Now slowing things up as he walks it across the half-court stripe. Pass the left side over to Eric Sandifer, who dribbles it out of bounds, and the Huskies will get the ball back. So Sandifer not playing his best game of the season. Not playing very well at all. He only has 4 points in the first 14 minutes of play. And the Huskies have another opportunity to try to get back into this game. Carl Hobbs going towards the left side, looking down low, can't find anyone open. Thompson on top of the key, right side over to Norman Bailey. Bailey being guarded very tightly by Sandifer. Loses control of the ball, stolen by Sandifer. And the Orangemen have it right back. Sandifer and Bailey went at it up in Syracuse, at least with a verbal match, and Sandifer had more to talk about. Here's Hawkins down low, and he lays it up and in. So Syracuse came back and really took it to the Huskies again. Hawkins picking up his 4th point. It's 28-19. Perno's running out of timeouts, and he's running out of things to do. Maybe he should start substituting. This is Alex in his top of the circle, right side to Hobbs. Hobbs 20 feet from the basket. He's open, but he won't shoot. Now he dribbles over to Mike McKay, who's flashing in front, and he takes a shot. It's knocked away, and he's fouled on the play by, I believe, Tony Red Bruin.
And Tony Bruin will pick up his first foul. Syracuse is now at the limit with 6, and McKay will go to the line anyways, as he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Huskies aren't playing very well at all, as Syracuse is just running circles around them. They're not doing well on the offense, too many turnovers. But Mike McKay has a chance to take the 1-and-1. He hits the first one. 28-20 for McKay. It's his 5th point. 5:28 to go here in the half. And McKay hits the second one, 28-21. Huskies are going to have to cut this lead to about 2 or 3 by the time half rolls around. At least they'd have the momentum going into the locker room. Jeannie Waldron, the point guard, taking over, coming down the court, leading the break. Left side to Sandifer. Sandifer is trapped in the corner, gets it back out to Waldron. Waldron fakes up, drives down the lane, gets it down low to Sandifer. Sandifer goes on. Travel, no call, now a whistle, and let's see what it's going to be, a foul. And it's going to go against Connecticut. The crowd's booing. They thought there should have been a travel, but a foul is going to be called on, I believe, Michael McKay. And McKay picks up his first. So Sandifer will go back to the free throw line and see what he can do.
And the crowd is letting the officials hear it tonight.
Sandifer hits the first.
And our officials today assigned by the ECAC, Joe Cantanzaro, Terry Stout, and Tom Frame. And they again are hearing it from the crowd, the sellout here in Hartford.
Sandifer hits the second, 30-21, a 9-point lead, 5:11 to go in the first half, and Syracuse mounting up a 9-point lead. This is a lot stranger than the game was up in Syracuse, where it was close all the way out. The Huskies just could not get the lead. Now Syracuse mounting up a 9-point lead. Thompson controlling the ball, right side to McKay, down low to Alex Innes. He's at the baseline. He fakes up once, lobs it back out to Hobbs, and Hobbs will again try to get the Husky offense rolling. Mike McKay, top of the key, right side to Bailey. Bailey lobs down low, but he's fouled by Hawkins. I believe it's Hawkins. Wait a minute, who are they going to call it against? They're going to call it against Alex Innes. Hawkins was holding Chuck, but I don't believe this call at all. Hawkins was holding him. Chuck went to knock him away to get control, and they called the third foul on Chuck Alex Innes.
It's like you see in hockey sometimes where the guy who makes the first hit, the referee doesn't see it, and then the retaliation is called, and that's what happened on this play. Chuck Alex Innes pushing off, and he'll have to sit down. 3 fouls, 4:44 to go in the first half, and Bruce Kaczynski back into the lineup for Connecticut.
Connecticut's going to have to start doing something. They have to start shuffling in some players or putting in some new defenses, because nothing seems to be working right now. They look sluggish, they look slow, and they're playing in front of a sellout crowd. Hawkins on the line, His first shot is good on the season, shooting 65%, 79% in Big East play. He gets his 5th point. In the first game, Hawkins went scoreless, and he only played 9 minutes due to foul trouble. His second shot is good. 32-21, an 11-point Syracuse lead. The Huskies look like they have not even showed up here at the Hartford Civic Center. Carl Hobbs with the ball at the 3-point mark. Man-to-man defense for Syracuse. Pass to the right side to Bailey. Bailey, top of the key to Mike McKay. McKay drives, gets it down low to Kaczynski. A whistle and a foul. And I believe it's going to go against Syracuse.
Well, you know, it's going to be against the Orangemen. And the crowd here, a standing ovation for the officials. Look at it.
And listen to him. Eric Sanford gets that foul called against him. Now they're over the limit, and Mike McKay will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
McKay 4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Connecticut not doing as well from the line as Syracuse is. 7 of 10 for Connecticut, 12 of 12 for Syracuse so far.
McKay checks the first one, shoots and scores. So Mike has been pretty hot. He has 7 points. He's leading all Husky scores. 32-22. Huskies are now 10 points shy of the lead. And McKay hits the second one. 4.5 minutes to go. Syracuse 32, Connecticut 23. Connecticut with a full court press, and this is Jeannie Waldron dribbling across half court, being guarded by McKay. Now quickly, Huskies fall man-to-man. Pass goes on the left side to Eric Sandifer. Sandifer around the 3-point mark, looking down low, and he gets it over to Tony Red Bruin, who goes for the hoop, drives, and he's blocked by Kaczynski, and a foul call as Kaczynski hits the deck. And I believe it's going to go against Bruce, and he can't believe it. Kaczynski picks up his first, and going to the line to shoot will be Red Bruin.
Tony's been shut out the past few minutes, but this slack has been picked up by Sandifer and Hawkins. 6 of 6 from the line so far for Tony, and add a couple of field goals to that, so he's good for 10 points.
So Bruin on the line, he hits the first. I'd like to remind any of the seniors from the University of Connecticut that are listening right now that sign-ups for senior portraits for the UCONN Nutmeg yearbook will be at the Student Union Control Desk. Don't be left out. It'll be all pictures start this Monday, so try to get there and get your pictures taken. Tony Red Bruin hits the second one, 34-23, 4:10 to go. And Huskies controlling the ball, but they are not controlling this game. This is Bailey, left side of Hobbs, long jumper, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Syracuse. So now they have Hobbs shooting from the outside. He's 1 for 2 today, missing that last shot. And Syracuse is back on the offense. Jeannie Waldron dribbling around, gets it over Eric Sandifer. The crowd calling for some sort of travel or carry, but no go. Sandifer now stops the baseline, takes a jumper over McKay and hits. 36-23. Sandifer points. 3:40 to go, and the Huskies are just playing very, very sluggish. Hobbs over to McKay. McKay looking down low. Left side to Bailey. Bailey looking down low. He doesn't know what to do with the ball. Left side in the corner to Hobbs. Hobbs trying to get it to Kaczynski, but Kaczynski isn't even moving, and he has Hawkins on his back. This is Hobbs over to Bailey. Back to Hobbs. Hobbs open for 20. Takes a jumper, and it's no good. Rebounds Hobbs now. He fakes up, shoots, and scores. Thompson banks a layup. 36-25 for Corny. It's his 6-point. Huskies down by 11, 3:10 to go. Syracuse gets it into Waldron. Waldron has the ball stolen by Hobbs. Hobbs coming back the other way. He goes down the lane. He takes a shot. It's no good. Rebound coming down to the hands of Waldron. He's on the ground. It's going to be a travel violation.
Easy call there for the officials. Gene Waldron had the ball in his hands, and he just fell down, losing both feet, and that is a definite traveling call. And Connecticut down by 11 has the ball back.
Jiscom and Blucher checking in. Bailey and Hobbs taking a seat. Hobbs forcing up a few too many shots. 36-25 Connecticut's ball. Jiscom gets it in the Blucher over to Corny Thompson. Back to Jiscom. Jiscom drives the baseline. Now pulls out, gets it back to Thompson after it's knocked up in the air by Jeannie Waldron. Thompson hands it over to Vern Jiscom. Huskies have no motion on the offense, and they're trying now to spread it out to see what they can do. Syracuse playing a 2-3 zone. This is Bruce Kaczynski. Bounce pass over to McKay, over to Jiscom. Jiscom from the top of the key. His jumper's up and good! Oh, if Vernon can get hot, that's his first 2 points. 36-27, 9-point Syracuse lead, 2:29 to go, and it's Andre Hawkins controlling the ball. Hawkins gets it back to Ron Payton. Payton dribbling up the court. Payton going between a few Huskies, now slowing things up. Pass left side over to Sandifer. Sandifer way out to Waldron, and Syracuse will start up on the offense. Huskies playing man-to-man. Sandifer guarded by McKay, gets it over to Payton. Right side over to Bruin. Bruin trying to isolate Blucher does not do so. Instead, pass out to Waldron. Waldron back to Bruin on the right side. Bruin hands a chest pass over to Eric Sandifer. Left side, Robert going to Andre Hawkins. Hawkins being guarded all over by Kaczynski. Hands it over to Ron Payton. The Syracuse slowing things up quite a bit. Looking for the best shot, maybe stalling for a few minutes because the Huskies have been coming back with a little bit of the momentum. 1:50 to go here in half number one. It's 36-27. Sandifer dribbling the ball right around the midcourt circle, left side over to Hawkins. Hawkins not going to have to put the ball on the ground, and he instead passes over to number 30, Bruin, who hands it over to Waldron. And Syracuse still passing the ball around between the teammates, trying to find something open. Here's a backdoor pass going for Bruin. He lays it up and in. Bruin got around Larry Blucher. Backdoor play, beautiful pass by Waldron. It's now 38-27, Syracuse by 11. 1:21 to go, and Vernon Giscombe playing the point guard. Giscombe calling out a signal. Huskies being guarded now man-to-man again as they're trying to stack up down low. McKay right side, down low to Thompson. Thompson drives baseline, gets it over to Blucher. Blucher in traffic, throws him a shot and is fouled by, I believe, Andre Hawkins.
So Larry Blucher will go to the line, and they don't mind that, shooting 4 of 12 for the season, only 33%. And Andre Hawkins indeed picks up that foul. His second, and Blucher already with 1 point tonight. We'll try and go for maybe number 2 and 3 here.
Blucher checking out, taking a shot and missing. Blucher 1 for 3. And he is not a very good foul shooter. He's playing a good game, though, getting a lot of good rebounds.
I think Coach Fertile waited a little bit too long of putting him back in. He was getting the crowd all pumped up with his rebounding, and he misses again. 1 of 4 for Larry.
Blucher having his problems from that free throw line. Huskies down by 11. We're going to have to see the free throw statistics. Not many has hit a lot. Only McKay, 6 for 7, has really kept the Huskies in the game from the line. Andre Hawkins being guarded by Kaczynski. Left side over to Sandifer. Sandifer looking for Jeannie Waldron, who was trying to flash across the middle. But instead he keeps the ball. Sandifer being guarded by McKay, now dribbles toward the middle. Bounce pass left side to Hawkins. Hawkins looking top of the key to Payton, looking down low. Can't find anybody. Almost a 5-second violation. But he quickly gets it out to the Bruin, Red Bruin. And passes over to Sandifer. 30 seconds to go. They're going to wait for the last shot. This is Gene Waldron. 38-27, Syracuse by 11. I wouldn't be surprised to hear a few boos as the Huskies leave the court during halftime. Remember, halftime guest will be Kevin Hudson. Stay tuned for that. This is Eric Sandifer, top of the key to Red Bruin. 15 seconds to go. Bruin back to Sandifer. Sandifer guarded by McKay. Pass to the left right side to Bruin. Bruin drives the baseline over Blucher. He misses. Rebound Thompson. 7 seconds to go. Thompson tries to outwit it, but it's blocked by Waldron. With 6 seconds to go, it goes out of bounds. The Huskies will get the ball. 6 seconds to bring it down the length of the court and try to score. It's 38-27. Quickly, the ball goes to Giscombe. Giscombe flies by Ronnie Payton. Stops from 25. Long jumper. No good. Rebound tapped around. Controlled by Syracuse, and that is the half. And listen, here come the Boo Birds. It's halftime here at the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. With the halftime score, Syracuse 38, Connecticut 27. We'll be back with Kevin Hudson in our halftime festivities right after this timeout.